In the last couple videos, we've been learning about the different override mixins that Angular Material gives us, and we learned how we could override a system variable by using the theme override. In this video, I want to show you how we could use an online theme builder to generate us a override automatically. If we go to the online theme builder, and you can find this online builder at this URL here. And then on the left here, the colors, you can set a whole list of different colors for your color palette. And you'll notice these colors are very similar to the colors we set by using the Angular Material schematic when we were generating our theme. Or you could even enter in an image and it will try to generate a palette off of that image. Once you pick your seed colors, then you can see the generated colors from your seed colors. So the dark mode primary will look like this. And then in light mode, it will look like this. In this video, we're just going to be implementing the light mode. And in later videos, we'll learn how to implement the dark mode. Also, you can update the typography. I'll leave it as default for now, but you could also override that. And then you could check everything on the right side, a preview of all your different components. Once you're satisfied with all the changes, then we could export this theme. And you could do that by clicking on this export theme. And the first question is about what version are we working with, and that'd be version 19. And then we'll leave it as a SAS file, but you could also select a CSS file, but I'll leave it as the default. Then the next is copying our token. And here is a lot of information here. We don't actually need all of this. Like, we don't need the dark mode in this video. We'll be covering that in a later video. Also, we don't need this right here. We already have that set up in our application. We're already pulling in the Angular material in our style sheet. And we're already bringing in our fonts. We don't need that either. All we really need is this right here, this include. And if you've been following along at the beginning, from the beginning, you'll notice this theme override. We used that in a prior video. And what's really nice about this, so just imagine coming in and trying to reset all these colors manually. That would be a lot of work. So you could come here and generate this automatically, and that'd save you a lot of time. But let's copy this entire thing, this include, going all the way down to the closing right here. Make sure you get all that, copy that. Then the next step is how we can implement this into the project we're working with. But that's what I'm here for. I'll show you how we could add this to our style sheet. Back here within our main style sheet, we could add this snippet within our HTML right below the primary palette, and that would override our primary palette colors. But we could also add it optionally by adding our override snippet within its own class. So let's do that. Below the text error, we'll create a new class. We'll call it something like Theme Builder. Then I'll make sure I close it up correctly. And then in here, we'll put in our snippet. We'll paste it in. And then we'll want to double check it and make sure we pasted it correctly. So we have the entire include. And then we're calling on the mat that we have pulled in a prior video. So that's how we're referencing the Angular material library, by calling it mat. So you want to make sure you're adding that. And then we're using the theme override mixin. And then we want to make sure we're closing this up correctly. So check the end and make sure you have this. Then I'll save it. And now we could use this class anywhere throughout the application. And when we do, it should override the primary palette's colors. Let's use this class within the dashboard component. Up here at the top, I'll paste in a snippet. This is just for testing, and I just created a couple buttons and then applied our class to it, the theme builder class. So this should be seeing the override colors. And then also I used the matte flat button. That should give a background color so we can see it a little better. And then the last one here is a link, also using the theme builder. And let's go ahead and add in the URL of that theme builder website. If we go back to the theme builder website, close this down, and then right here, you click on that link, and then that will send you to this page with these colors. So if we go back to here, and I'll add that in here. And then when I push this up to the repo, people could just click on that link from the repo and it'll send them right to the site. Okay, let's save this and test this in the browser. And this looks great. We are applying our custom theme builder styles to our application. And if we click on this theme builder, it sends us to the website with our settings. That's pretty cool. Now in the next video, let's give the user an option to select between themes that they want. And we'll start on that in the next video.